Yes, Rastafari family. I and I have seen many things and hear many things out there. And we have seen documentation that has been hidden or revealed since the divine man stepped surface in a Jamaica and since the divine man stepped in a creation and identify himself since 1930. So we see various ones are block up on the liberation of the continent of Alkebulan, and we see various things are utter of the way forward to the liberation and the shackles of Africa and the various things within the shackles of the community of Fyah as a people to govern ourselves globally. And we seems like we are not feeling much comfortable with the judgment of the Most High. I see prophetical statement have been declared about various words that have been spoken and the unbelief of what did and what did not happen according to one's belief system. But I call say I and I not just a trod earth. This generation is a generation where did a trad iration from such time. And if I and I sit up in a eternal live, then I and I would have know say I and I did a trad earth from such time. So the eyewitness account is what be a record. So if I and I witness certain things in the presence of this time that the person of Haile Selassie what surface in a earth is the Christ man, or would we arise at that concept? Most of us will look from scriptural perspective and define the acknowledgement of the person, since there are founding fathers of this faith, and how did they arise at the concept of defining that first man, Haile Selassie, Kwadamawe. So, we have to be conscious of our historical past. So if I and I speaks of historical past, whether from a biblical perspective as a faith, or we speaking of historical past from an Alkebulan perspective, we speaks of past, and there are record and history of past. And the record of the history of past is them that bear witness and eyewitness of present, so they write about the present. Whether we want to doubt it or not doubt it, it has been said. And even in this present time, certain things fulfill among I and I. And not for I and I see it with I and I eyes and still couldn't define it. So it can be identified prophetically again. So many have eyes to see and they cannot see. And many will have ears to hear and they cannot hear. So you see how the fulfillment of things work out. One speaks of one rejecting the divinity of Haile Selassie, which is the Crown Council, and yet he speaks of a constitution. The constitution outline the monarch of the sphere covenant to the church, of that Christian faith. And it's a Christian dynasty with crown Haile Selassie and a Rasta crown Haile Selassie. It's a Christian ceremony of an Orthodox faith. It is written and recorded of the ceremony. It's a Christian faith which is older than all Christians on the face of the earth, coming from the new dispensation of Christian belief, of how we interpret Christianity, which is coming from the Christ man, which the Christ man exists through thousands of years before, and the manifestation of Christ is through many ages and time. So when I and I look upon these things now, I and I say, oh, I and I, when we read of the happenings of the coronation, don't see that the Christian monarch uphold the Christian principles of the worship of Jesus Christus. And so churches were built. And Haile himself go to churches, ceremonies, and also go into the temples and pray. So what is when a one don't identify Haile Selassie divinity as the Almighty Creator, it go bring something when it's his constitution for them to acknowledge that which was before and not that which is present before them. But Haile Selassie mentioned in the liturgy, and he is sacred because he represents that divine throne room. And every emperor that steps upon that throne room is sacred. Because it's a divine throne, with a divine covenant, and a divine promise. So, I and I see one they go honor one and they celebrate one that speaks against the divinity of Haile Selassie also in blasphemous terms. And we acknowledge him among most of us concept as God the prophet. Not that we are discriminating against man's will and work. It is there in the newspaper of the black man, of various things that Marcus Messiah do speaks against our divine man. And celebrate him and acknowledge him. So if the prince is following the constitution of his empire and the steps of his grandfather, why are we to be upset? And we speaks also against the federation when I and I done utter it already and say seek it in the Rastafari report of 1961 by the university report. MG Smith and all the university they have all of the documentation. What happened in the 5th of September 1955?
Yeah, the people who want to keep on pumping out this fear-mongering bullshit about some fucking God shit, about somebody saving somebody. Everybody on this fucking planet today, everybody you hear, everybody you see, everybody you touch, everybody you smell, everybody you walk by in the bus, all will be dead. Okay, so when you look at 3025, when you look at 2099, the majority of people on this conversation on this list are not going to be here. So stop this crazy shit about somebody else. Because these people with this religious, retarded shit is so caught up in their own fucking fear of death or fear of living, however which way you want to look at it. So they don't even start to question themselves. They talk this ignorant, retarded shit, and it's fucking crazy. You got people on the planet right now who knows that, okay, eventually every human being on this planet will die. And then you got the other motherfuckers who come telling you that somehow we're living in the last days, as if that human beings weren't born living in their fucking last days. What the fuck are you? Every human being on this fucking planet are living in the last days. So there's no one big, so this crazy ass idea of somebody, well, we living in the last day. All this, Queen Africa, with all due respect, you not naming this thing called God Jesus, you not naming this thing called God Selassie still does not make God make no fucking sense. Okay, you are a lunatic caught up with some Jesus ass ideas that you keep flipping around trying to make it up as you go along. There's no such thing as no fucking God. There's no such thing as no fucking Jesus or none of the stuff that you're talking about. No God bless no fucking Jamaica. So why did it not? If the God blesses Jamaica now, why did he stop? When did he start blessing Jamaica? This is what I want to figure. When the fuck did God start or stop blessing Jamaica? Did God bless Jamaica when fucking Jamaica was being conquered by the original conquistadors and the original fucking the original colonialists and slavers? When did God bless Jamaica? Give me a date. When did the blessing and all this shit start? When did all this shit start? How was Jamaica not blessed? I'm saying to all the dead ass people who don't even exist anymore, the people who've been wiped out of existence. God wasn't this thing called God wasn't blessing them, but now it's blessing this. I mean, this is the biggest fucking problem in black people's world and in their mind. They cannot release and let this fucking thing called God go. It don't make no fucking sense. I'm saying you see what reality is. No God ever came for your black ass, and no God ever will. The fucking people on this planet are doing the things to you. No fucking devil. The fucking white people who run Jamaica are your devil. I mean, what else do you need to see? The foreigners who run the fucking island of Jamaica are the devils, and the only devils you only will ever see with your own goddamn eyes. You're playing a fucking game, making like some kind of thing, but the people who run the world right in front of your fucking face right now. The people who run this world is right in front of your fucking face right now. There ain't no fucking thing called no fucking devil. They're businessmen. They're the same man. It's retarded. And you keep coming on this fucking... It's retarded. It don't make no sense. I'm saying you don't understand how fucking confused you are. And for people to be repeating and be putting this story out there for what? The same old Jesus fucking lunatics in disguise. That's what y'all are. Y'all Jesus fucking fanatics in disguise. And keep trying to paint this shit up and change it around to make it like somehow when... And this, because I'm saying, even with your own philosophy, when do the fuck do this thing called God make the people that this place that he called hell go to it? When? What the fuck is hell for if you can do what the fuck you want to do, kill who you want to kill, all you got to do at the end of the day is say sorry and forgive me? What the fuck kind of nonsense? I mean, your whole reasoning doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? There ain't no fucking world waiting for no fucking Jamaica to do nothing. What fantasy land are you living in? What fantasy land are you living in? The motherfucking world wants a Jamaican. I mean, it's made up shit. The world got these black fucking coons in America. It ain't no fucking world. The world not doing it. Ain't no Jamaican running fucking St. Kitts. There's no Jamaican in no high power in Guyana or in Russia or in China. So what the fuck are you talking about the Jamaican running some goddamn world? You niggas, you black niggas who came to America, they're using you motherfuckers, because I'm saying they're cosplaying y'all as playing the new black motherfuckers who they want over here. They figure that you okay, we got equal rights, we got affirmative action, we don't need no black American who went through slavery here. We can use a motherfucker like you, a Kamala Harris, or a person like you, Queen Africa. Y'all the same fucking people. Y'all the same, y'all live off the backs of a fucking black American. Y'all got everything y'all got. There's no new money in Jamaica. All the opportunities that you motherfuckers got, the money y'all brought back from Jamaica came from jobs that y'all got from coming to fucking America. And you got those jobs over here because black Americans fought for the right for you motherfuckers to come here. And for these motherfuckers to be online and talking about some goddamn somebody following the whole world following Jamaica. Jamaica ain't do nothing. Jamaica hasn't done nothing but entertain white people. Get that through your fucking head.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, world. This is the Rastafari International Ambassador, the man from Buzzwalk, Backawall, JahBunny, better known as the Badass. Today, I'm actually gonna be talking to someone that I met on the ground there in Africa, South Africa to be exact, part of the theme. I have been looking to do this for the longest, but as them say in our culture, nothing never happened before the time. This man that I'm going to interview is a Rasta man. And I met him in the field doing his charity work. So this man have been doing his work from the day I meet him as a worksman, and he's still working today. As we discuss and reason, we will learn, most of all, we'll learn about loyalty. Now, a lot of people I have come in contact with over the years. Some people, the contact and the relationship with them lasts for a lifetime. Some people, someone once told me, JahBunny, the easiest thing to do is to make friends. And the most difficult thing is to keep them. Now, on the line, I have no other than Elder Giza Graham. A soldier, a vanguard. By the way, when somebody hear a vanguard, a soldier, it conjure war. But most of the time, the real vanguard in the struggle is not fighting with gun and weapon. The revolution, our revolution struggle is fight on every level. It fight musically, it fight in track and field, and it fight also physically, mentally, and spiritually. So, stand firm, sit back, and come to the classroom now, where we'll have on the line now somebody that actually met I in the field in South Africa, Azana. Mr. Graham, Giza, are you there?
Yes, boy. Well, you say, whatever. By the way, you know me, I have a problem with my voice. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I know, so I'll go easy on you.
All right, but listen, you see a few things a while ago, and that I really, really fully appreciate of, yeah? And you recognize the fact that this struggle is not about arms and so on. It's a struggle on every level, because life is a thing that is multifaceted. So if you go and look at life, you have to try as best as you can to look at every angle. And if you don't have every angle covered, then you have missed something. So but before I say anything further, when you start and you mention that I'm a Rasta man, you know, because you know me from a long time, you know that I don't have no problem with anybody calling me a Rasta man, because anyone look at me, that's what I'm going to think. That's a Rasta man. Because my locks down to the ground, my beard reached down, but I can't talk, right? So I don't have no problem with anybody calling me a Rasta man. I don't tell nobody I'm a Rasta man. I just want the world to know that. And the reason why I don't tell anybody I'm a Rasta man is if I say I'm a Rasta man, that means whatever you think a Rasta man is, you're going to think that's what I am. But I just see myself as a man, and that's where I go. So, there are things about Rasta that I don't personally identify with. I don't have no problem with it still, you know. But because I'm a man unto myself, and next man can do what I want to do. And that's how I live. So the fact, I just want to get that clear, because right now, I'm in Africa, and I meet people, and straight away, them think of me as a Rasta man. As I say, I don't have no problem with that. But let them have to work that out, because some of the things that I'm talking about as Rasta man, that's not me. So I just want to make that clear, because I don't want there to be no confusion. But yeah, as you say, this struggle is an ongoing struggle. Maybe you're not going to see the end of it. So, but what we have to do is at each stage, we do what we can to progress the thing. And so, when you talk about them and us, in my way of looking at life, when we talk about them, and us. We are talking about, when we say us, we are talking about those who have a consciousness and those who really care about life. And them is them who care about themselves. And so we have to balance it away there now. So yeah, so that's what things said. So Bunny, again, like our man stays up. If there's things you want I man to talk about, then you ask me. But we don't really want to talk too much unless there's something we have to say. Yeah, it's a go through.
All right. No, everything is overstood. My impression of you from the first day I meet you, Giza, me treat you as a Rasta man. Me you talk about this all the time. But me just treat you as a Rasta man.
Yes, I do that. And let me say, we don't have no problem with that either.
No, Giza, me make you talk, So people for know how Bunny stay. And I'm going to make you tell people. Because me are not interviewer. Me have a reason. Now, so me I lay the record. When me meet you, me I live with a house full of Rasta man. You remember that? Me I live with a house full of Rasta man. The whole of them dead now. And the whole of them would have been held up when me meet you. When me meet you, me had the hunger ball in the house.
Yeah.
So when you walk in the morning in the house and me see you, you one eye and eye. Now, me know about you. Cause me live with you. And me you tried and me see you interact with people. But me emphasize little while that you're a Rasta man. He's a Rasta man in denial that he's a Rasta man. Why I say that now is my brethren just do 45-year Gilly priest. One day I make you meet him too. And him go back to Jamaica after nearly 50 years. And him do a piece the other day. Breaking down Rastafari. Telling the world that you can't be a Jamaican and you're a Rasta. So this is a next man where I look on it now from a next angle. Him say it's impossible for you to be a Jamaican and not a Rasta.
Yes.
So the man gone deep now, so that's why I speak. I introduce you now, I introduce you, because you say look while, he's a Rasta man, I even know he's a Rasta man in denial.
Yeah, this boy, yeah. What did the priest say now about the come be a Jamaican and not be a Rasta? I covers that, You see, that's why I say, I don't have no problem if anybody called I'm a Rasta, right? Because, you see, all right, I can, when a person that I remember that I think, so boy, that's a Rasta, is my mother.
You see it?
And my mother, she was a Jehovah Witness now. But even though she was a Jehovah Witness, I know that thing in her as a human being, as a black woman, right? She's a Rasta. But you see, the reason why, so I just want to clear it. The reason why I say I don't tell anybody that I'm a Rasta, when I say nobody can call me a Rasta, but I don't tell anybody that I'm a Rasta. Simply because there are things about Rasta that if I say I'm a Rasta man, I don't know I'm on, then you're going to think I am that way. And there's a lot of things that we attach to Rasta that don't apply to me. So I just want that to be clear, right? But in terms of how I want to think and how one live and how one move, yeah, then I say there's something in it. That's what I say, because, that is why Jamaica have the power that it have, because there's something about Jamaicans. I have a theory as to how it come about, but there's something about Jamaicans that is different. And that, and under that, then we can say whether we are Rasta, even though some of we don't know it. Yeah, but I don't want to get hung up on the word.
Well, listen. Well, listen, this Giza. Now, you know me. While you, for lacking a better word, is in denial, and I press it on, I just want to record, make a point. While you is in denial that he's a Rasta man, I'm an clean shave, I'm proud, and when anybody talk to me, the first thing I tell you is I'm a Rasta. So I had the opposite of you, Giza. Now, when I tell people, say, I am a Rasta, people get lick instant. Because I wonder, say, oh, the brother move so, and them say I'm a Rasta. See? So that's one thing. Now you have some set of people who just meet me now, no know me from nowhere, and just say what I'm Rasta.
Alright.
So Rasta is a unique behavior pattern.
Alright.
Where people,
Yeah.
because the biggest problem I have, you have some lax man with singing and fireballing and this and that. But it's a new generation where hunger are relate to lax. So as I tell you, say, me go put your frame up there. And does your frame up there, I'm gonna make some dumb skull. Just freeze. Just to see your frame. And them I got confused because of how you just reason. Because I just say, them have it say, Rasta. Them put Rasta in a little box.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah.
And man like you, me and Gilly, we kick with the box. We don't in no box. So, when I want you to for me now, Giza, I want you just tell the world now what kind of man, your opinion, give the world your opinion from your meeting, how you see me behave and my consistency in my behavior. Because people don't know me, I just people see me last week and last year and them just assume and they have a lot to say about me. So, I'm close to 30 years now, me and you are tried. So, make the people know now what kind of man, your opinion of Bunny, because our opinion time now.
Right. Yeah, Bunny, you asked me to do something that I'm sure some of them. So, you have me said,
well, you did tell me, say, I'm not sure, it, because I don't want you to stay here. First of all, you do a program, and that program, I have asked the authority, and you're giving it to me to rebroadcast it so it can reach a far field. So, I'd like you tie in, because that program alone will tie it in, But I think that the time that I spent with you was so important, so valuable now in terms of foundational work. By the way, I'm in contact with Bongani, the president of the soccer party. I remember that you did, we did a live broadcast election morning from Azana. And after I went and cast my vote, we did went to the soccer party president home and headquarters, yeah. And you did an interview with him in his office while I was outside in the yard with the youths. Yeah, so I actually is not privileged to what transpired in the house in that discussion, but I am of the position that my elder, Bongo Water and Bongo Time, they went to South Africa and they were the one that went and established the principles, so-called principles of Rastafari. I'm of the opinion that they were the wrong people for that purpose. In 1960, the Rasta and my elder again, Sam Brown, in Jamaica, when Jamaica was at the stage where it's gonna have its first election, the Rasta had done the same thing that South Africa did. They had a Rasta party. In 1959, the Rasta party in Jamaica was the People's Party, and its president was Samuel Livermore Brown, Sam Brown, a man where is like a father to I. And at the time, I think Sam Brown got, 3% of the vote back then in Jamaica first election. Bongani also got a percentage of South Africa first election. I'm of the opinion that if South Africa, with the biggest Rasta population in the world, had come in contact with elders like Ras Historian, Ras Sam Brown, Ras Jalide, and Ras Aistarani, I think South Africa would be a stronger place today in terms of political thinking, because most Rasta try to live under the radar in Babylon. By the way, Babylon is wherever you find them. Babylon is not a place or a thing. Babylon is a mindset.
True.
So you will have Babylon. I live in Babylon here in the UK, and I have learned to live with Babylon, and I am standing firm here in UK. There's nothing to sell here culturally to Babylon, because Babylon now buy culture. in South Africa, Babylon is right there in South Africa. And I am sure Babylon is in Kenya. Babylon is all wherever you find them. It's a mindset. But going back to what you don't feel to do.
Bunny, right, you have no, yeah?
Yeah.
I can still say one or two things to you know.
Well, that me don't go ask you for do.
All right. So
Can I expect you to say everything?
but the one or two things that I'm going to say might not be what you want me to say still, but
No, but me not have no expectation, my lion.
Yeah. All right. So listen, right? From I know the eye, yeah, till now, there's nothing that can change between I and I. Right? Because the way I look at it and the way I see the eye, all right. One thing that I would say is that the thing that I most appreciate love about the brother is that I have witnessed the eye change. I'm going to tell you that otherwise still. So it's not many people can change. Once you've gone past a certain age, you're stuck in how you are. And it is a pleasure for me to see how over the years the man moved from Yasa to this, to this, to this. And it's always evolving. That is one thing I can definitely say about the eye. Right? So, I mean, in terms of what's going to come next, we don't know. But what you're talking about, how South Africa could have been different. And I know what I want to say. But you see, again, this is how I personally look at life. Life is what it is. And we can't think about what it could have been. It is what it is. Because you see, when you think about, there's never, ever been anything that could have been that has been. Anything that has been is what is. And so we can look at what we think could have been and learn from it to try to shape what is to come. But what is just how it is. And you can't get away from it. I just saw it go. So we just have to know what I think. We see what go on and we see how it come to where there. If we are thinking constructively, we have to now think what can we do to make it how we think it should be. Because that don't happen yet. So I don't want to live in the past in no way. I look at the past to see what we can learn from it, that we can move forward. But what gone, it's gone. We can't do nothing about that. You see? So yeah, it's good that you refer to it still because you're pointing out that there are things that could have been better if according to how we think could have been. But so we can, like I said, learn from that and see what we can do about what is to come. But the real problem, one of the real problem with life, I'm not talking about life, no, I'm not talking about Rasta, I'm not talking about life, is that human beings tend to just see things how them see it. And a lot of people don't really care about the truth. The truth is what is going to set everybody free now. But the world cannot be free because people not dealing with the truth. And you can't say something that's not right and still go like it right. If you say something that's not right and you're going like it right, it will always be wrong. So now, there's things that we need to sort out. Nothing. When you say Rasta and would classify I'm as a Rasta, like I said, I have no problem with it. But one of the big things about I and I right now is we as a people, we are traumatized now. And we say we as a people, we talk about African people, right? Because we are one people. what we've been through and what we're still going through has left us traumatized. So we are a traumatized race. And we don't address that. Even that we don't address. It just stays up. And we just go on and we do what we do. And whether we are trying to find a way to rationalize what go on. And everybody will find their own way. And again, it's part of the confusion that is life. So, but we now have to, I think, anyway, we now have to start to look in terms of let us really, really have a real regard for truth. Whatever truth is, that we have to deal with. And for a lot of us, it's not easy, you know, because, as I said, we are traumatized. You can't have a person who is go through hell and expect them to behave normal. It's simple like that, you know.
Giza.
Yeah.
No, I have to come in, I know, because here what I know. Here is still quite a person who go through hell. So maybe that's what you admire about I, Giza, because here what now. From the day me born till now, it's like me I live in hell.
Well, yes, I know.
And
Is that you what?
me know, but to my truth now, me attack. So, oh, me I live in hell. Me have to do what me have to do to stay alive and survive. Now, something you touch on look while. Like you say you admire about I. Is how me deal with changes.
Yes.
Because you what now? Me we done talk, you know, Giza. I'm not going to publish this, you know. But tomorrow me wake up and something else going in my mind and I realize, say, you know, say, for example, why I call you look a while. Tell you why I call you. Kenya, as far as you concerned, is leading right now the light. And a reggae music them I use. So me here say you are very fascinated by how Kenya deal with reggae music. That's your take. But when me digest that, and this is what make me different now. Me have a different take on that. Because I can't say how reggae music help Kenya. Me can't say that.
All right, just look at that now, right?
Ah.
I'm not saying, all right, so listen now. I'm not saying that reggae music is helping.
Greetings. I was born in the Caribbean island of Jamaica. And I grew up in that sunshine land of wood and water during the 1950s and 60s. At that time, all of Africa, with the exception of Ethiopia, was under colonial rule by a few countries in Europe.
About this, Yes, I want to extend love and greetings to everyone and to thank you for checking out this video. On the screen at the moment are a few clips from the documentary film, The African Safari. Now, you may or may not know that safari is a Swahili word that means journey. And yes, we are on a journey. That journey started with Seed for Africa, which led me to start the filming on Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, and that in turn then led me to Kenya. Now, this film is in two parts. Part one offers a broad overview of the journey that the African race traveled during the 1900s, and it highlights the fact that wherever on earth we might find ourselves, we face common problems that are rooted in our common history. Part 2 then takes a forward look into this century and was able to foresee the direction in which Africa and Africans are now moving. But before we continue on this, the third leg of our journey, there are two things I want to say. First, if you have come to this video without having seen part 1 and 2, then I will urge you to pause and check them out in that order. Part 1, then part 2. You will then have a clear idea of where we are coming from and where we are heading. The links are in the description below.
Well, myself and Giza go way back, as far as the early 70s, before Steel Pulse became an international name. And then, I think over the last few years, we started to re-communicate with each other. And then finally came with this concept about seed. And he asked us to be part of it, and we immediately accepted. We felt honored to be known as the first patrons of seed.
The second thing is that if you really feel the vibes and want to play a part in this movement, and yes, this is a movement for anyone who wants to support it. If you are one such person, then please make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment, share, and like the videos. That will help to spread seed for Africa. All right? All right. Now to continue the journey. With the film having been made in Tanzania, I was invited for an interview on Tanzania's Channel 10 TV. By the way, it had been arranged that someone from this station would do a 7-minute piece regarding seed. But when I arrived in Tanzania, this brother seemed to be too busy. So after waiting for about a week for him to get round to dealing with the matter, I decided, I will just do it myself. And if I was to tell you how what was supposed to be a 7-minute video ended up being a full 90-minute documentary, I think you would agree that I did not direct this film. This film directed itself. Anyway, after it was shown on Channel 10, a Tanzanian sister who saw it and who would regularly visit Kenya on business, she offered to take me to a radio station in Kenya. And what I found when I got there just blew my mind. Check this. Metro FM was a radio station owned by Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. It's like the BBC owning a radio station. And this Metro FM, the house of reggae, it broadcast right across the country. As long as you got a radio, anywhere in the country you can get Metro FM. And this station played absolutely no other music but reggae, 24/7. If you want to hear some other kind of music apart from reggae, don't bother tune to this station. Them not deal with you. Reggae music 24/7. The only thing else you hear apart from reggae music is what the DJs are saying and the commercials in between. But every day, 7 days a week, 24/7, you hear reggae music. I am not a gambling man, right? But I'm prepared to bet anyone, anywhere in the world, that as search as you would, you will never find in any country apart from Kenya a national radio station that plays nothing but reggae music, non-stop, 24/7. No, you're not going to find that. I know that reggae music is loved all over the world. We all know that. But with Kenya, as far as I see it, it's not just about love for the music. It's something more than that. It's like a newborn baby will naturally gravitate to their mother's breast because it's inbuilt. So it is with Kenya. They gravitate to reggae music because it is part of their DNA. That's what I see. So you find that at a show in Kenya, Itana declared to the audience that reggae was born in Jamaica but now lives in Kenya. The next thing that I found out about Kenya later on is that the country has a statue of a dreadlocks man in the heart of its capital. This dreadlocks man, Dedan Kimathi, is a national hero. So I think, no man, these people are normal. Kenyans are something else. Yes, you have a statue of Bob Marley in Jamaica, but Bob Marley is not viewed as a national hero. No. With his dreadlocks and a guitar, Marley's statue is of a world-famous music icon, while Kimathi, in full battle dress and with a rifle in one hand and a long knife in the other, his statue is of a revolutionary who led the Mau Mau military struggle against the British colonial regime in the 1950s. So here again, Kenya is unique. It is the only country in the world that has a revolutionary dreadlocks man as a national hero. But of course, Kenyans do not see Kimathi's statue nor their connection to reggae music as being anything to talk about. It's just an everyday part of life. No big thing. One more thing that I want to mention about my first trip to Kenya in 2004. During my time in the country, on a few occasions, I visited the Kenya Cultural Center, which is funded by the ministry that deals with gender, culture, arts, and heritage. Their website states that the center is for the use and enjoyment of the citizens of Kenya and to provide for the performance of music, drama, and dancing, and for the exhibition of works of art and craft. It also provides adequate facilities for holding meetings to discuss matters of literary, historical, scientific, or educational interest. This very well-resourced center was established by the British colonial government in 1952, and interestingly, that was the year that the Mau Mau uprising started. One can only speculate that part of the reason why the colonialists set this up was to placate the youth and to keep them under control. Anyway, the reason I'm mentioning the center in this video is because on one of my visits, a group of young people told me something that I've never forgotten. They told me that within 10 years, the youth are going to rise up against the government. Well, it took 20 years instead of 10. But as we say in Jamaica, time is longer than rope. So sometimes you have to be patient and wait for time to do its own thing. I feel I should now point out that reggae music, dreadlocks, and mystical earth tremors are not the only notable links between Kenya and Jamaica. I'm going to mention another link named Dudley Thompson. This was a Jamaican barrister who later in life served as Jamaica's ambassador to Nigeria. In its article about this Pan-Africanist barrister, Wikipedia states, and I quote, "He assembled the international legal team that defended Jomo Kenyatta in his trial after he had been arrested by the colonial government of Kenya in 1952 and subsequently charged with treason, accused of being an instigator of the Mau Mau rebellion. Later, as president of Kenya, Kenyatta memorably placed his hand on Thompson, sitting beside him, and said, 'This man saved my life.' In other words, it was this Jamaican who made Kenya's first president available to the country. I had the pleasure and honor of meeting Ambassador Thompson in South Africa in 1994. A few days before the historic election that marked the end of apartheid, I sat in his hotel room in Joburg and listened to him and JahBunny, as two long-time associates, talk about life and times and politics in Jamaica. I won't mention any of the things that they talked about. I will just say that as I silently listened to their conversation, I knew that I would forever remember the ambassador's simple, honest, down-to-earth, and very open vibes. Although he was not widely known by the general public, by the time he passed on, the day after his 95th birthday, he had received various awards, including Jamaica's Order of Merit, a first citizen passport of the African continent awarded by the African Union. And when he was almost 90 years old, he was honored in Ghana as a living legend of Africa. So I think it's appropriate to bring Dudley Thompson to greater public awareness in this video. Now, you may have noticed that this post has exceeded the 10-minute limit that I previously imposed on myself. That's because this is a one-off special in which I'm going to pay tribute to Metro FM's most celebrated DJ presenter, Jambi Koekai, otherwise known as Fyah Mummah, the Ghetto Defender. This government-owned station was started in 1996, but eventually went off the air in November 2011. It was shut down not because reggae had lost its popularity, but because reggae had now become so popular that listeners began to get their reggae from other sources, such as mixtapes, etc. The mixtape market grew to such an extent that the revenue from radio advertising dwindled to the point where keeping the station on air was no longer commercially viable. Jambi recalls that shortly before going on air to read the 4 p.m. news, she was unexpectedly called upon to announce the heartbreaking news to the listeners. Fyah Mummah was in every way a beautiful and exceptional spirit. From the age of 13 and for about 18 years, she had battled the disease called endometriosis without knowing what was causing her such excruciating pain. By the time her condition was properly diagnosed, she had undergone 21 surgeries, but despite all this, the fire in her spirit never flickered. Sadly, Jambi succumbed to the disease in June 2024. And that reminds me of how often life provides us with notable coincidences. June 24 is the month when the Ghetto Defender departed from us, and later that same month, the youth in Kenya rose up. That is what led me to start this series of posts. So without saying anything more, I will now pay a tribute to Jambi Koekai, Kenya's Fyah Mummah.
Fyah Mummah! Nikisema Fyah, unasema Mummah! Fyah!
Greetings, Massive and crew. Kama unapenda reggae, somebody say Ra. Somebody say more Fyah. Yes, our original Fyah Mummah Jambi alongside Selector Techniques, Selector Sting alongside Supermarkers. Indio mara yetu ya kwanza. Inside Kendube. Jothurwa. Amoso. Aya basi unajua vile si ufanya. Sikiza sasa. It's been a long time. We don't have no vibes like this. Fyah Mummah say reggae music, huh? Ooh, and it's been so long. We no listen to some old time reggae song. Alafu unajua kule Dala wanasemaga watu ni wawili wanaongeaga Nyanza. Wa kwanza ni Raila Amolo. Wa pili ni Fyah Mummah. Kama unapenda reggae, somebody say Ra. Somebody say more Fyah. Hii sasa tuna dance kama Agwambo. Unajua ile dance ya Agwambo? Aya, techniques, run it. Awa. Agwambo. Wangapi wanajua Super Marcus? The Super Marcus was a great Jamaican. Again, Raila Odinga was a great
Jamaican. William Gordon was a great Jamaican.
Right, techniques.
Nani was a great Jamaican.
We sing again, we say.
Some sharks sell all the people for rice.
Oh, boy. Again.
Some sharks sell all the people for rice. Oh, boy.
Wangapi wanasema ianze tena hiyo?
Kojo was a great.
Wangapi wanasema ianze tena? Run it again from the top. Run it. Selector techniques for your mama. Selector techniques. Oza. What better know we say?
Marcus Garvey was a great Jamaican. Paul Bogle was a great Jamaican. William Gordon was a great Jamaican. Boy. Nani was a great Jamaican. Boy. Some sharks sell all the people for rice.
Ah, boy.
Some sharks sell all the people for rice. Boy.
Nairobi, Kenya. If you don't say you love reggae music, somebody say ra. Somebody say more fire. You know, say I go by the name of Jambi Koikai, aka Fyah Mummah Jambi. Cause you know, say the baddest, the wickedest, the maddest queen. Ya wale wa nyanya, wale wa tomato. Somebody say more fire. I've been away for 2 years. I've been off stage for 5 good years, and I give thanks and I say, it's been a long time. We know of no vibes like this. Reggae music again. Everybody sing reggae music again. Whoa, and it's been so long. We know listen to some old time reggae song. Play the music again. KICC reggae music again. Listen to this, yo. So I came back to Nairobi and I see things have changed. Reggae may change, mambo may change. Mavijana joa wana wax, pia mimi narudi hustle, nakwambia hivi. And I see a lot of depression amongst us. Don't be depressed. Give thanks and we say, skanking sweet. Everybody wanna feel like, forget your troubles and rock with me. You don't feel a reggae music. Selector techniques alongside Fyah Mummah Jambi. If you know say you love reggae music, somebody say ra. Somebody say more fire. Ya wale wanyanya, wale wabaya. Unajua ni aje? Wolan selector techniques. It's been 4 years. Wacha niongee na watu wangu kwanza. Waliniona nimejazwa matubuku. Wengine walikuwa wanajua Jambi atakam. Nikashuka ndege wanasema, here comes trouble, here comes send by the savior, welcome. Bombo clat, selector techniques, play the thing day.
Hey, na. Hey, na.
Selector techniques. Hey!
Oh, na.
Come on, Fyah, everybody.
It's been a long time now. Since we grew together like this, a different vibe is in the air.
All right.
Happiness on every face.
Yes, I am.
Peace and love for every race. Smile and greet with real friends over and over again. It's been a long time. We don't have no vibe like this.
Reggae music, everybody sing.
Reggae music again. Boy. And it's been so long. We don't listen to some old time reggae songs. Play the music again. Yes, make we unite again.
Yeah, man. Come on, Fyah, sing.
Remember when, way back then, positivity was the message we sent. No man not pretend, from the root to the stem. It used to be Jamaica, no problem.
Hey.
Money I spend, borrow and lend. And them kind of love that we need to extend.
Right, Chano.
Remember when the skirt them are up on the
I can hear you. Hey.
It's been a long time.
We don't have no vibes like this. Reggae music, Yeah, man, tell you something. Selector techniques.
Jesus. Jesus make me scream again. Oh, Jesus make me laugh again. Teach me how to walk again.
Original Papa Sanchez.
Jesus make me smile again. Jesus make me scream again.
Oh, what a thing.
Jesus make me laugh again.
Yes, I am. Select your techniques ready. When you're ready, mix it up. Right and out again. Aya basi wale wanachambua zile za kizee. Regional Grego. Ha! We got something again, boy.
Mr. Brown.
Alright. I sing, boy.
Mr. Brown.
Select a unajua ni aje? Nilika Nairobi. Nikapata chali yangu alishajipanga. Aliona nikasirudi. Amepata kaanda 18 hapo nikakuta kamsupa kananiambia ati sisi ni wale madiangara. Nikamwambia we, mimi ni ule mbaya lakini siku hizi waga nimetulia. Nikamwambia man, I can't take it no more. You say yes every time I get. You say come. Mnatambua hiyo? Oh baby, you're a cheater and it's wicked. Select your techniques, sure. Right. Inya wale wabaya, wale wanyanya. Selector, techniques.
I will never leave by the wayside.
Yeah, man, we give thanks all the time.
You will never leave by alone.
Alright.
I will never leave by the
Original sounds of
wayside.
Clinton Ferrandis. Selector.
You will never leave by
Aya, come on, Itambua, come on, Jah know his people. Come on, choir, say we sing. Jah know
his people.
Alright, again we sing. Jah know
his people.
that one your name we sing. Jah know
his people. I know his people. I've got Jesus. I've got Jesus. I've got Jesus.
KICC, listen to my testimony.
A night like this, when I lay down on my bed, when I thought about the God I serve and all I'm going through, as the memories rush down through my mind, they brought tears down to my feet.
Yeah, man, original Luciano say, we gotta stop the most I say. I am at here, can you hear you, KICC, we say?
Man was made.
Tell them again.
And together we'll live for.
I am at here, be a 10 and a 10, I say.
Man was made to serve.
Selector, techniques.
Everything they want to blame it on.
That one your name we tell them saying.
Everything they want to blame it on.
Jambia Meru Nairobi, listen to it.
Rasta God is a faithful God. Stand on trouble, no man. Alright, I show respect to everyone.
Oh, what a thing we say.
Rasta man is a peaceful man.
Alright.
Jah know don't trouble no one.
Hey.
Shows respect to everyone. That's it, right.
Yeah, man, big up everyone in the party.
Rasta man no have conviction. Full of love, no
Corruption, alright.
show the world
What we have. Select and then you're ready when you're ready. Alright, let's sing again. I know.
Cheerio, baby. Don't you know I'm in need of thee?
Alright.
If you don't believe it's true,
Yes, I.
what hardly left for me to do?
Wale wanaitambua mdogo mdogo.
I'll
Be waiting. Alright.
for you to come around here.
Yes, I become my brethren. Rubani alongside Richie. Hey.
Make all my joys come home.
We sing again, sing. Oh. Select your techniques. Aya basi kama unatambua kwaya yangu wewe se.
This girl doing performance.
Push
acting like
A what?
you are somebody.
Eh?
But me don't know, say you know nobody.
We sing again.
You only a show off your painted face,
We tell them say
but underneath that face, you're just a disgrace.
you are a wait, Mimi Badoni brand new. Listen, selector, techniques. Yes, I am. Reggae wale wabaya. You before to say.
I never promised you romance. I never said that I would dance. And I'm not learning.
Yeah, man, nice and easy. Remember, it's all about Buju Banton tonight.
I never
Selector
said I'd buy
techniques. Big up Mama Dede. Big up DJ Joanne. Big up Chris Darling. What a joy.
I'm not
Yes, I am. Selector techniques, where we say.
But I would put no one above you.
Yes, I.
And you will always know I care.
Right. Ready when you're ready. Techniques.
As long as you will let me love you.
All right, again.
I'll be there. You ask me, could I love you, mama? There's only you that I adore.
Yes, I.
But you're not believing. No, would I ever break your heart? I couldn't bear to be apart.
Right, channel,
so I'm not leaving.
I am at it. Selector techniques. Pull it up. Yeah, man, come on, reggae say mara. Somebody say more fire. Let me tell you something. I've gone through 21 bloody surgeries. 21. Somebody say ra. I'm out here standing doing this with 1.5 lungs. And I give thanks to the Most High because when I came out to ask for help, all of you, my people, came and helped Jambi. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And when the ghetto is in pain, Fyah Mummah is in pain because Fyah Mummah is a real ghetto defender. Tunasema ra, sema more fire. Sema ra. And I came back nikapata maze situation ni guan sana napata mamuri wangu wamejaka magera wana beza wana ene. And I'm saying this, tunawaimbia hivi. In the streets is getting hot. And the youths them again so. Selector techniques, run the thing. Na kama unaitambua tunaimba kama kwaya, you see me? Right. A chronic sing this. Yes, I.
The pressures of a life and it tough. Now stay down, mama, time pick it up. Now bother with the down, full style, strictly up, full vibes. Now pick it up when the bills, them, the rent and the mortgage due. When me chalice, when your best friends are gone and it's only you. Get like up a split on of the music, stand and sweet. Everybody wanna feel like free. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You don't feel a reggae music sweet. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You don't feel a reggae music sweet, yeah. Alright,
hey! For our rights, yeah. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights.
Original class of business signal.
Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights.
Alright.
Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Recall Bob Marley, who's been fighting for our rights.
We sing again.
Recall Rodney Price, he's been fighting for our rights.
Remember, say all about selector techniques.
Recall Burning Spear.
Nice and easy.
Recall Culture Josephine.
Yes,
Recall Miss Lou. It's true. They've been fighting for our rights. recall them.
Ikikubama unaruka juu unabaki hapo kama spring. Selector.
Recall
Techniques.
Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights. Let's recall some great men who's been fighting for our rights.
Yes, I am.
A group of youths around the fireside, faces lighted by the glow.
All right, I take
face another hungry night.
original sounds of the one and only Dennis Emmanuel Brown alongside him. Yes, I.
They are just wild seeds that he has sown.
If you don't say you love your mama, tonight Bakama Fyah, everybody sing along with me. We sing again. Oh love, everybody sing. Mama's God Almighty. Yes, I.
Keeps us going on and on.
Keeps us going on and on.
Yeah, you gotta give thanks. Wicked. Selector techniques. Everybody sing raging out of control. Wait, red hot, yes. Everybody fire burning. Come a choir, so now we sing again. Been praying for things to get better. We sing again. But trust I know it a go get worse. Signs of the times, yes.
Signs of the times are getting nearer.
Right.
And this month is getting nearer. Clearer every day.
We sing again.
Things are go crucial.
Right channel say.
Done in a Babylon, yeah.
Things are go crucial now.
I just know that go run.
To end this video, I guess I could now express some degree of sadness that Jambi left us at the young age of 38. But I have to face the fact that whenever and however death comes, we have no option but to accept it. So instead of talking sorrowfully about her death, I will just say that her life, as well as that of Ambassador Thompson, were models for all of us to think about and to look up to. With Fyah Mummah, I'm not talking just about her love and passion for reggae music. To understand what I'm talking about, you only need to watch the video that I reference in the description below. In it, Jambi talks about, among other things, her upbringing and her grandma who never went to school, but whom she says was her biggest life coach. The way she talks about her struggle with endometriosis is a testament to her inner strength and resilience. Yes, Fyah Mummah was truly one of a kind. It now just leaves me to remind you that I see life as a journey, and to tell you that on the next leg of this safari, we will be looking at what Seed for Africa has done so far and what we're looking forward to doing in the future. So for those who want to come along on this journey, please share, comment, and like these videos. By so doing, you will be playing a very important role on this African safari. So for now, Asante Sana, thank you, and with enough love and blessing, Magan.
We talk here already, a man still a come talk again about federation. Haile Selassie the first renew its status in 1951 with the World Federation registration, and acknowledgement of the empire, and personally sent Mamie Richardson to Jamaica to Rasta, tell them say I the emperor sent you unto them with directive that they should take charter of the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. A directive that, that's why him say the traitor. All the holy priests are traitor to. Non-exempt. Ye holy priests, warriors, and traitors, be still and know that I am He. I send directive to honor and honor disappoint I. Bobo Shanti won't take Charter 13 of the Ethiopian World Federation, because it was directives. Mobile did take Charter 32. Plan of them take Charter 37. 43 preserve the land grant. Solomon Wolf, read the Constitution. He said as long as you are black people, you're entitled to take a charter. Whether you're Rasta, whether you're Christian, whether you're Kumina, whether you're Bobo, whether you're Bubu, or whether you're Wanwa. As long as you're a black man, you're entitled. Isn't Rastafari black man? Rastafari take charters. Him said send them on to the Rassis to take charters. Bobo Shanti Rastafari take 13. Plan of them as the Rastaman take 37. Mobi man them as the House of Pata Rassis them take 32. A Rastafari charter them then. To bring out what? Look at the report now we come out, the 48 report we hide. Look at it. His Majesty specifically Jamaican to lead the new age progress of Ethiopia's development, in agriculture, science and technology, in a divine arts and creative arts and music, teaching everything. Go in at the document now and drop them kind of talk here in a Rasta. Then I say, drop them type of speeches and talk. Yeah. I don't know, religious perspective talk and Congress talk, man, so they come with it. When man go lead a congregation or Rasta, he must to drop all religious belief and mansion talk. And know say one Rastafari will fulfill the age and time. The Almighty Creator come on and walk in a flesh to fulfill time. And prophecy and time have to fulfill, so no care one man has to go on in a time. No man, no master and bad on time, And what the Almighty say and set have to come true, And if we not follow him, we in the problem. See the documents them there, everything when designed and set by the High Majesty, and he said he give it through the Ethiopian World Federation, land grant and sovereignty. For the black people, which the Rastafari, the faithful ones them in Jamaica, are the architect and the designer and the leader of these programs. Because see the man a fight, and man a shub, and yet man no see say, behold it is come and it is done, it is finished. I am He from that time, and I am He this time forth and forevermore. Prophecy fulfill, revelation close. The Christ man, I send it to higher vine heights where He is before now. So I and I have to step up in the high vine heights and know how to acclaim I and I justice. Him set it constitutionally and by law. How we they go work with it? When we are going to make decision, we call collective together because you represent mansions and you get one's opinion. And what is it that is most appropriate to write? That's why we say we do not have an intelligent agency to work within these things. You have to send out your intelligence and collect whatever to be collected. Intellectually report on objectives and matter and how to place them. Emperor they show we our leader is, Can't they push nothing down no man short Rasta. Yet everyone must acclaim to the same thing. But check and examine the facts of things that makes manifest. There comes the report. The Ethiopian government signed and acknowledged it to work with the Federation. And it was here. So why don't we take up, we have another duty here while we're fighting another duty over there. And one next one, they organize them and celebrate 1 year. If you go there, go declare these things, let them know that works have been done with the Rastafari already. Doesn't the family need to know what has done that they have a fair choice than listening to individually and their propaganda talks? You have to behave yourself wisely, Rastafari family. Give thanks.
JahBunny. No people when me know them say boy fire burn, but oh my life goes so because me don't have nothing and me not depend and I say my brethren put me up on some talk and all kind of talk me there up on front page. But what happened to me, you know, sometimes I listen to your reason and them they're interested, but as me I say, I don't have the money. Not even to listen to these out talk because you talk are very tall. And by I done my credit my little 20 CD and 20 CD just finished. I've created so many times I hardly want to go into it. So about now give me no strength because it's a youth giving me all the strength like how that man from about South Africa. He said, quick time you pack up suitcase. Oh my God, people can't talk something. You pack a suitcase and send to me. Where is the suitcase sent to me? I don't know of that, you know. I don't want to say something, but I know you have sent a few little things for me. Send me a boat, and you send me, that's it. I think about 4 pants and some shirt. I appreciate everything. I didn't give you anything to put down. And you send some money, you never spoil the mission, but anyhow, no problem. I still have learned certain things. I give thanks, my Lord. All the great talk and the great mission that have been manifested by the eye and the others that support what you are dealing with. But I am here now, I need strength as I tell you, and you never spoil the whole mission. Because what you saying, if I did get that in my hand, I would be well set, my Lord, to be honest. So, but anyhow, give God thanks, my Lord, for what you do. You live to your word, and you is a man of your word, and you is a freedom fighter, no matter what a man wants to say. You fight it not prison, you fight our out, because I know 100% your battle wasn't against the poor and the have-not, and it wasn't against the black people, it was for them. Because when we traveling, we used to try, you know, overthrow the oppressors always and strengthen the poor and have-not. Because many times when you go out there, and when you don't make some money, when you come out and buy drink for the people and they get around to help them. We also help them because even if we go up on the mark, on the place when a little youth and we broke store, a whole heap of the people and we become higglers and great higglers now and make money and buy place uptown. If we make them do that, even Miss Little Chinese woman, they used to dance out in corner and grass yard. If we make, she get big town, she have a big store on Punishtown Road and Matthews Lane there so. Why she not go nowhere else? Because it was these people strengthening her. So, but you say we was still working within the region of redemption, repatriation, overthrow the oppressors and strengthen the poor and the have-nots. And we wasn't just color prejudice or like we are racialists. No, because here Miss Lily is a Chinese woman. You see, and all in children they love black people. So we help them too. You know, so we are freedom fight all the way, my lord. No problem about that. I know, even when we didn't know much about the tribe in Rastafari, but we go on that side because we never trim our comb. Police will and trim me all the time. So we are on Rastafari. But Rasta is in the heart, so they couldn't take that out of our heart. You know? And as a Rasta baby, I am a Rasta baby too. Because my mother is one of the main Nayabing woman with the fine voice to sing. Daughter B. You know? Daughter baby, them voice goes like the man. When you hear that little tiny fine tingling voice, that's my mother, Daughter Bubbles. Yeah, so I'm more life and love, see you know, my lord, and give thanks to the man keeping up the mission and carrying your father's duty further. But if your father is the main man who upgrade his majesty and bring his majesty to the Rasta knowledge here. Because when his majesty come, a planner action, a planner always left here Jamaica and go Ethiopia, go check his majesty. Long time before he come here. So we know there was a works going on. when you say Mercy, is not really who they say he is. It's true. Even him get tricked this up. I never know that neither. They never follow in the past history. But enough man never see Menelik. Enough man no rate Menelik. Menelik is a king of kings and a lord of the Sabbath. A man who never really bow to England and Empress and fight the Italian and win the battle of Padua. Him and his wife, Empress Tayo too. Yeah, man. So we must not just something, and many of what you say is really true, really true, real true. Because Lydia was the grandson of Menelik II, as I know, and the whole world know, also Rasta we hide it too. Them know that, because we always use his man to kill man and take the throne. This is true when me look you to that in the year. That the man, his man is to kill the right man with upon the throne and take the throne. And it's true. He died in a dungeon. He was the one Menelik make as crown prince, Lydiaso. And he make Rastafari Mukenan, the emperor of Hara, at his father position, because he loved Emperor Rasmussen was a man where Menelik II respect, and if him did not die, it's him. Menelik II would give the throne. But through he died, he couldn't give anyone else but his own blood. Yeah. And him give him son his position to carry on the royal family. And when his mother changed that and follow his mother's side of family, which is the Arab, if his mother's side is Arab and they are Muslim, so when man talk about true Jesus was Muslim, that's why his mother said. So Christianity help us. His mother said, get rid of Muslim and bring Christian, and still married to a Muslim woman, which is Empress Menen. Yeah, married to a Muslim woman. Empress Menen is a Muslim, real Muslim. Father and mother have armies. That's why his mother said take her too. Because of the army and the wealth, strength. You understand? So, we were tricked right there, so in the head of the water. We were tricked because we did not follow history. You understand? Many like it make us a talk and say, anyone try to move Lydia, so he shall die and shall not be buried. Beast shall take care of his body. He shall not be buried. And his man said, a big king like that, which is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. I walk up and down with the Queen and big Aguala Kennedy funeral and lead the funeral. Then claim him as the trim at that time. And Miss Man said, only in a car bearding in a car no locks. No, I had long locks like my man. I said, that is not true. When the man said me, well, he may look like he was born in Nazareth. Sheen, because he didn't trim that time. Yeah, but after that, him trim. Trim. Them say him trim to go to Kennedy funeral. I don't know what truth is that. Anyhow, I know when I know him, I never saw him with locks. I understand, when I hear of him. 1966, he came in Jamaica. I did not have locks. You know. So all of the rest of them, is one locks leader I mean know of is Prince Emmanuel, as a man where we call the Black Christ. He's the only locks leader other from Howell and Bongo Planner and these men. And Planner said he was the first secretary for Prince Emmanuel. The same Bongo heady. Yeah, because there was not a second one. If there is a second one, I want them to send a picture of him. Let me see that. You understand? So they're just trying to hide Prince Emmanuel, and he's the one who do the greatest work right here now towards redemption, other from Marcus Garvey. Challenge the Queen, challenge England, and all heads of government with letters all over. But we couldn't go there with no army. We don't have army. We never have a gun. A pure word, son, and power we have to use. You understand? So, no man don't rate Emmanuel for his great work. But what he has done, even the police, the soldier, and all heads of government would know say that was the great hero of the Rastafari and of the black people from Marcus Garvey, who challenged government about our liberation. Yeah, and send people to Ethiopia and send people to Ghana, send people to Nigeria to go and to teach and to try associate with heads of government. Yes, it's only true we didn't have the barrage of money to push our people. But everybody trying to dump us. After all the years of work, man, I said, them to see what Rastafari do for me. I have seen, because if it wasn't Rastafari, I wouldn't be alive today. To all the world and I go on, me see it. Many men wouldn't be alive neither. It's Rasta umbrella them have to shield under to even defend certain things. Talking about black liberation after Marcus Garvey, there is no other man other than Prince Emmanuel who fight the battle. Yeah, Plana said that. Plana know that. Yeah. How will them left and got pinnacle go set them and broke up anything after His Majesty come in 1966. Then broke up the whole Rasta organization and tradition in a pieces. Because enough man don't want no principle. But when they look and see His Majesty come here, it was a man of principle. Majesty have multiple principles. So he work with the society, and His Majesty is the one who bring Christianity into Ethiopia, which is England. That's why I don't have to really follow back with Safari Mokenian. The throne was there, and there was Hamas Selassie, Shala Selassie, before even Menelik them. Before even Menelik father, grandfather, which is Yeli Malakat. He's the grandfather of Menelik II. Menelik II's son did get a child with the maid. They not even mention to Menelik mother name. I mean, my father name. You know, but the history was there that that boy have sex with the maid, and that one son come, and he never have a next child. And that's why the father take him Yeli Malakat and groom him and make him what he is. Before Menelik II got there was I think a king was there named Theodore. Uranus. All of those people was before Menelik and fight hard to get rid of Menelik. You have to fight them, then find one of them dead in the throne. Think it's Theodore. Yeah. So the throne come from far to this. So 225th king to His Majesty, 25th king. And he's coming, he's overthrowing Lydia and take over from the age of crown prince. Lydia was the crown prince. What about the crown prince? His Majesty was not a crown prince. So I don't want to go into that, but I don't dare to talk about King and Rere. I'm talking about the liberation of black people after 500 years of slavery coming out of the land. You understand? That's where I'm taking it from. Now make sense me go further than that. The slavery me have to talk about the slave ancestors who liberate 1834 out of the shekel in Jamaica. And all over the world being liberated because of the one turning point of the Jamaica people. So the Jamaica people is the article of America. We did win the war. Yeah. And the Maroon had to deliver Paul Bogle to the British and hang him in Maroon Bay. So we can never defend Maroon because they are sellout. The Maroon was the first police, Babylon police from England. Even in Africa they was same way before they reached down there. They follow the slave trade just to keep us under bondage because the Maroon was known as a people who have high science and they know the bush. You understand? And they know how to move and disguise. So they are the one they use to hold us down in slavery until we break away 1834. When them see they break away, enough of them started to help fight the battle. Enough of them. Yeah, start to help fight battle. Nani disappeared, them same diet, nobody see him. When you look, Kwaku was in St. Mary and Kojo was in St. Elizabeth. Kojo was there until fighting battle, and them fight the battle, and the same British them in fighting after the liberation on a ship why I couldn't show up front because there was the same man in a help strengthen the bitches. That's why one could go and pan ship and visit. I know nobody know what happened to him, nobody no see. Yeah, he died, they kill him. That's him overboard the shark. Yeah, but that's what white world give and the British. They have no mercy and they will not forgive you, they will kill you. I am saying you are the problem. So I'm more alive in a Fyah Bunny. In me I am still a look for your strength. Because nobody now give me the strength because they can say I'm on your side. So I want love son, may God keep you alive and keep you strong. That you can fulfill your vision, my Lord. Peace out.
You cannot make Jesus into somebody that he's not. Now you done took the name away Jesus, now he ain't Selassie, but you still hold on to this thing called God. You ain't gonna never see no fucking God. You ain't got, when you close your eyes, you're talking to your goddamn self. When you close your eyes and close it, you're talking to yourself. Ain't no God told you nothing. You ain't never heard no word of no fucking God. You're lying to yourself. Yeah, this shit right here, I mean, I want to get to the bottom of this stuff right now if I can. This is my word. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to talk more with the clearest voice as I can. When a person sells their soul, when the devil buys a person's soul, how is that done? How is it paid for? Is it paid for from Venmo? Is it paid for by PayPal? Do you use a credit card? Are they taking cash transactions? How exactly does a person sell their soul? And when you tell me that, you tell me what the fuck is a soul. Where the fuck is this thing called soul located at that I can take it out and put it up on sale on eBay or fucking Craigslist or Amazon? Well, I mean, this shit sounds so fucking crazy in 2024 that people, how do a person sell their fucking soul? I mean, who are the brokers of this? What is the price they're getting paid for it? How much is the soul worth? I mean, repeating this fucking ignorance over and over again, still not gonna make it true. You sound like a fucking slave. You sound like a fucking chattel slave. With all these fucking books, the internet, with all these things that are available to you right now, you sound like a fucking chattel slave from 1737. Talking about some fucking soul and God Almighty and the big God. You sound like a fucking slave. You need to grow the fuck up. And your problem is not about no fucking God. Your problem is like with you being a fucking woman. Because you want a goddamn God to be more powerful than a black man. That will never happen. Humble your goddamn self, okay? Humble yourself to a black God man. The only fucking person you're ever going to see in your life. Your father, your brother, that's the only big God you will ever fucking see. So you try to make up this fantasy man in your mind, this fucking Superman who has more power than a black man who fucking me, who giving me my own babies, is fantasy. It's fucking fantasy, and you're disrespectful. A black man gave you his fucking seed. Not no fucking God. Not no Jesus. Your children look like their father. Not no fucking thing called no goddamn God, because if that was the fucking case, every human being on this planet would look the same fucking way. It's retarded. It's unproductive. It's fucking ridiculous for a person in 2024 with all the information that's out here to be thinking and talking like a fucking chattel fucking slave. Grow the fuck up. I really would love to know, like, where is this woman getting this stuff from? Where is this lady getting this information from? So Jamaica is going to turn into Sodom and Gomorrah. It's going to turn into that. That's what she's saying. It's going to turn into that. I mean, what fantasy land does this indigenous person come from? Jamaica was buck fucking breaking island. Jamaica was buck breaking island. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? Do you know? I mean, buck breaking and baby making island, motherfucking island. I mean, so Jamaica gonna turn into Sodom and Gomorrah? I mean, this is what Jamaica problem is. It's filled with a bunch of fucking Jesus lunatics. That's why the country ain't moving no fucking way. Yet they got more churches in that little fucking island than most fucking countries in the world, and y'all ain't going nowhere. Because you still don't see how crazy y'all sound. don't see how fucking crazy you sound. Jamaica's going to turn into some fucking, so you can sit here and tell somebody who is this so-called child of God, who is the child of Most High, where is this devil at? This is what I'm saying to these people with this crazy shit. Because I'm saying to me, this motherfucking thing called the devil has got more power than this thing called God. If this thing called the devil is everywhere this thing called God is, can do the same thing this thing called God can do, how the fuck is this thing called God more powerful than this thing called the devil then? I mean, y'all sound fucking crazy. You have to say the devil because I'm saying every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So from the time you make up this thing called God in your fucking mind, you have to have an opposite of that, which would be the devil. The same way if you got water, something is wet, something is dry. So I know it's hard for a slave to understand this. Okay, that's where this mind coming from. This is a fucking 400-year-old slave mind talking, ranting off and acting like she really got something to goddamn say. Now, to really be actually putting all this energy into a fucking dance hall singer is going to save Jamaica. Not the doctors, not the scientists, not the engineers, not the people who actually run the fucking country. A fucking dance hall artist is what this lady thinks is going to save a fucking country. I mean, so delusional, it don't make no fucking sense. I mean, they actually out here saying this so proud. That's what I'm saying, because Bob Marley did the same exact thing, going around the world talking about fucking Jesus in front of grown adults, in front of a college-educated interviewers, and college-educated magazine and journalists, and you think people was looking at this weird person saying you out of your fucking mind? I mean, you people take this stuff to be serious. I mean, it's all right. You sound crazy though. A fucking island is dependent on some goddamn dance hall singer to save it, not the politicians, not the industry, not doctors, not psychiatrists, not lawyers, not manufacturing. Fucking crazy. You are living in fantasy fucking land. Fantasy fucking, because I think life is a fucking party with speakers blowing, and that's your Jamaican versions of fucking life. Loud fucking music that blast out reality so you can't think. That's retarded. For you to think the world runs off of shit like that. The world don't run off no fucking sound system. I mean, what reality are you living in? Don't know fucking Indians, don't know Chinese. The world does not run off of no fucking dance hall or no fucking loud speakers playing. The world don't run off of that. This goes. I never knew and never thought that Jamaican people, or some Jamaican people, was this fucking delusional. I mean, y'all are delusional to it don't make no fucking sense. For somebody to even repeat that and repost that as if it's actually saying something that make any goddamn sense. A Jesus fanatic by any other name is still a Jesus fanatic. You know, that's all you're talking about. You are a fucking Jesus Christ lunatic fanatic who's obsessed with this thing called death. You ain't never seen no motherfucking, you ain't never seen no graveyard on fire. You ain't never seen no graveyard paved with no fucking gold. The people in the ground are dead. They ain't going to no goddamn heaven. They ain't going to no fucking hell. Because somehow, it's crazy as hell. But you can see a graveyard. You ain't never seen no fucking graveyard on fire. You ain't never seen no fucking graveyard paved with no fucking gold. Don't even think this, man. Don't even think this retarded shit through. I want to understand from these people who think this crazy shit. What are y'all planning on doing when y'all up with this thing called God? Doing what? And you're gonna be doing this stuff with this guy forever. Doing what? This is what I'm saying. Y'all taking this fear of death too goddamn far. Y'all taking this fear of death too fucking far. Making all this crazy shit up, like, and life right now is passing you the fuck by because you're still thinking like a 1760 chattel fucking slave. Making music and doing all that, touring the world. Bob Marley did this, touring the world with this fucking same misunderstanding of life and reality and blasting this shit out as if it's actually fucking truth. So far gone, it don't make no fucking sense. Because at the end of the day, these sick ass people who needs, Queen Africa is one of them. She needs the whole world to die, the whole world to suffer, people to be killed and murdered for her fucking false ass bullshit to make sense. And You don't know a person the same way gay people don't know other gay people. Gay people know other gay people because it's something that they are themselves. They can understand who the other person is. The same way when you talk this devil, how do you know so much about this devil shit? How do you know how do you know how many ways this devil thing think? Because you are the same motherfucker you call the devil. You are that person that you're talking about. You are the person that you're talking about yourself, because you are the one who needs the fucking world to die, the world to burn up, so you to feel comfortable and say, okay, see, I told you so. You some sick-minded, fucking crazy motherfucking people who don't even understand that your energy is the one that's fucking the world up. Ain't no fucking thing called no fucking devil who needs, you are the one who needs the world to burn up, people to suffer, God, the World War III, for your ignorant shit to make sense, for you to feel happy in this life, the whole world gotta die, for you to, because you have some sick ass motherfucking people, sick in your fucking head, and you are the fucking devil that you talk about. How the fuck you know how much this thing would do so much? How do you know what the next move of this thing is if y'all don't have the same goddamn mind? A child wouldn't know it. You're not no fucking child, okay? You're no child of no fucking thing called no goddamn God. You are a grown-ass adult. No fucking child nowhere. You are a child of, you have children yourself. No fucking child of nothing. You are the horriblest fucking people who keep this fucking fuckery on your mind and act like you ain't the ones who fucking the world up. Y'all doing it. Because you have to have the world suffer for you to feel okay. And then blame it on some made up shit in the mind called the goddamn devil. The devil don't got no fucking mind, but you do. You're throwing out in the goddamn world. This is what you want. You want the world to goddamn die for you to feel justified in the shit you believe in. No fucking devil. I'm calling you out right now because I'm telling you who the fuck you are. You are the fucking thing you call the goddamn devil. And I don't believe in either one of them. God can suck my dick and I'll bust my nut in his fucking mouth. Him and the devil. I'll come down the devil's throat and God's throat. The fuck you talking about?
I didn't say you said that neither, brother.
Yeah, and I don't even mean that either. I don't never say that. And I don't mean I say. What me I say, right? You know, like how I give a priest say every Jamaican is a Rasta.
Yeah.
I'm saying that every Kenyan is a Rasta. But I'm not saying to you know.
I'm gonna agree with that because I can't see that. Because that's how them express through the music. Me see that too. But me never want pin that down and I like say me up on the same track. We're up on the same track. But me want present it now. I'm going to tell you something, I edit it, but I want to present it where when the world see it now, the bigger picture, people can say, yeah, I see Giza pint, I see Bunny pint, I see Gilly pint, I see where reggae can be very useful. See that? Because here we are, you know. Jamaica is a very tiny place in the world. But the population of Rasta in South Africa double Jamaica population. So how that? See that? Now, the population of Kenya would have been like 10 times Jamaica population. And through reggae music, everybody at Kenya a Rasta. If we are whole. So, and a true Selassie, you know. So, this is the next thing now, where yesterday I talk to a Rasta priest, a elder, and the elder say, Rastafari never crown Selassie. The elder say is the oldest Christian church in the world. Crown Selassie. That go over everybody's head. When me hear the brethren say that, me pick up my phone and call the brethren instant. Cause the brethren actually now reach up to my level of thinking. And then reach up to your level. That's why, from the day we meet, you know, you know, stop emphasize to me that you're not Rasta, you know. But if you notice, telling me that never make me change up into how me deal with you.
Yeah, I know about body. Just correct it on this, you know.
Yeah.
I don't say I'm not a Rasta, you know. I don't say that.
Good.
What I'm saying is that I don't tell nobody that I am.
Good. My mistake. Stand corrected.
All right.
Yeah. But what I'm saying also is that me I live amongst a bunch of Rasta man. And you come in, right? And the Rasta man, I say come to the door.
Okay.
You say the quiet? When you come to the door in a ponte, is a Rasta man, me say come through the door. You know, you don't know that day what your present have done to me, Giza. Your present make me stay right now when it come to Rasta. Your present make me deal with Rasta and can say and tell a boy if it could take a chuck off a building and don't come tell me what to do. It's all me see the Rasta man them deal with you as a Rasta. You remember that? You remember that? Without getting into it. Virgin, you come. You was the one that transport Rodney Bookstore from Leicester to Johannesburg. You remember that?
Yeah.
Right. And when you land, penniless to you land. And after you hand over the bookstore to the man them, the next day, the man them asks if you leave.
Well, Bunny, they never ask me to leave. Them put up my things.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Boy, I get to hold it up. Me love, hey, you think me never know that, but you see, me make you say it so the world can know now what kind of man Bunny is. The man then put you out, me never, I style it, Giza.
Yeah, man, I come at the house and find my things out of the door. And nobody say a word to me. I'm going to say a word to nobody.
And Bunny get mad. And Bunny get mad from that day. With all Rasta man. Come look on the man them and I say to the man them, how with the blood fire do you know? How we fit in Africa? Yeah. Africa the whole are with it now. And him our brother where we come in with it. I wanna do that to the man. The man they've never penny. I wanna put the man out. With the man though. Just because you eat meat. Can you believe this? And that's when I realized, say, no man, I'm not the kind of Rasta man where me wander around. I'm not the kind of Rasta man where me wander around. Only just some user. Come Giza. Hey Giza, me talk about it, you know. So, I want you just give some flowers now to Sister Angie. You remember that daughter there? You remember the daughter there?
Yeah.
You remember how blessed we is that we just got talk to Sister Angie. And Sister Angie just, for lacking a better word, just fall in love with your personality. And we get a penthouse without even give her a penny. You see what I love we?
Yeah.
You see what I love we?
Yeah.
Can I tell them the best live to me live in South Africa, you know. But me never tell them about Sister Angie. Yeah, so respect and shout out to Sister Angie. Sometimes people make it look like me beat down woman. But them not true, me know. Me in my heart, me know. Say the daughter them is who really did the Fyah and I. So right now, this program today is dedicated to all black woman. Yeah. Because I don't know no bad black woman.
By the way, let me just say something there because I see you do you post a thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Where a brother, I think, can't remember my name, but a brother, I think, is live in Africa. And he's a priest something, can't remember priest.
Priest Harold, when I'm a marble jump.
All right, so you have now, and see a thing, yeah? That it's good that you even call me this morning, you know, because him says something that I think, well, I'm going to have to talk to Bunny and try and see if we can balance out this thing because he said, Africa don't ready for we. And in a sense, what he's saying is right.
But me they say that long time, Giza, man. That's why I send it to you. It's what you said when me still last night. I send it for you to show you, say, there's the next angle to the thing. And the truth we I speak, your truth, I truth, Gilly truth, and Priest Harold truth, because Priest Harold up on the ground right now. And when Priest Harold I tell the world, say, him is not a beggar, and him not beg nobody nothing, and him down there suffer, me know him down there suffer. And anytime I can get a thing to him, me get a thing to him. This is why Aya Congo now is upset. This is why Aya Congo is upset, because Aya Congo thinks that me should stay at England and take care of him at Jamaica. When my brother in there, Ghana, with no help. And nobody at Ghana, whether Ghanaian or what, nobody not stretch out nothing to him. Hear the man say. The man say something even more than that. Well, I like a touch pan. The man say, the African them don't know nothing about the slave trade. They are innocent to it. So when them see us as an opportunity, something that me recognize when I was in South Africa. Me never have hood down South Africa woman, because everybody want hood them fuck themselves to success. This is my take. Everybody would have want get involved with me now because me come from either America or England. Because nobody know nothing about Jamaica. So when them see me, them know I'm not from there. So me either from a too rich place in the world. I mean, I have no problem getting woman. None of us have problem getting woman because the projection. Now, Priest Harold, now get no woman because him no have nothing. And him now project himself. Right? So, Priest Harold, as far as I'm concerned, is speaking the truth. Here it is now today. You now endorse that also, yet that's not your experience in Africa. Because people treat you different. Anyway you go, people treat... Me tell you, me in a club with you one night, you know, Giza. Me in a club with you one night. Me don't know if you remember this. Me in a club with you one night. And you see your Asian, and me see a white man walk up to you, you know. And the white man, I beg you a dance. But all the man I beg you a dance. The man hold on by your beard and start dancing you by your beard. Blood, fire, and you don't stand up easy. And I say to myself, boy, Giza different, no blood clot. I mean, I slap him off of my beard. And you don't stand up easy and the man get him dance. You know? So, the foundation where you lay is you. Because you was okay with it. So me just humble and be okay with it too. You know? But getting back to Priest Harold.
Yeah. All right. So me ask you now, and you touch upon it still because he's talking his truth. And I have no doubt that's what he said, that is his experience. But you know, say puss and dog do have the same luck. And so what he experienced doesn't mean that that's what an next man going to experience. Because I'm going to tell you now, and so I like the world know this. Because the first time I go to Africa, the very first time, this was 1991, we go to Zimbabwe. And where my mother go, because we have a sister who she used to work with British Airways, so we can get discounted flights, cheap flights. My mother come to England, and she knows me I go to Africa, so she said she want to come because she love to travel. So the first time I go to Africa is me and my mother go. And go to Zimbabwe. I'm going to go to the road I eat. But there's something I need to tell you. She said she wanted to go and see Victoria Falls. And Victoria Falls now, with the I can't remember the capital, but they are the capital. And Victoria Falls are distance. So if you go up on a bus or not, that's too much. And because we have cheap flight, we take a flight to Victoria Falls. And we know they have 2 flights. They have a flight each day, to and fro. But, Harare, yeah. But there's a day when you have 2 flights to come back. So because we are travel standby, to make sure we go on the day when we're going to come back, they have 2 flights. So now we are come back now. And we have to drive from where we're there now. We are from the falls itself, the airport is a distance away. Distance. So we drive, we take a bus or whatever, go to the airport. And we're there at the airport. From walking at the airport, people are come and talk to me. And when I talk to me, because them want nothing. Them just see me and them see how I look, and them know some is a Jamaican, and them just want to come and talk about Jamaica because them love Jamaica. And so them come and talk to us. And I watch now the flights. And the flight come, and I look on it and I'm saying, Lord God, look as if we can't get on this flight here. And this flight work out, we don't get on the flight. But we think, no problem, there's a next flight. And we did a wait now, people still talk to me and all that. And then the next flight come, we look on it again and I say, what? Boy, this look stiff. At the end up, we couldn't get that flight either. And the airport was closing down. And where we are, to get back to the falls, there's no transport to get back to the falls. And I think we could even, my mom know what I'm going on now, because I'm going to watch the frit and dead. So, a man come to me at some point and he said, we can stay with him. And it turns out that this man, he works at the airport, and they have a village nearby to the airport because everybody who work at the airport live at this village because the village is so remote. And once we can stay with them, we get on a coach that take us now to the village. It's not far, but take us to the village. And by the time we reach the village, the people don't cook for we. And when we eat and feel say, yeah, this is nice. We just know say it's just starters. Through the night, them come and sing and dance. We slung there. And I said, this is my first trip to Africa, you know. And we sit down there, and people come and sing and dance with me. And things that you can see in a film, it's like in a blood clot film, I tell you. And I can't remember how long we did it that night. And we go to bed, and the next morning, when we carry back to the airport, the whole airport are waving off, the whole airport. So the idea that the Africans don't want us, that could be his experience. You see, you must remember, you know, that the people and the government are not the same thing, you know. The people in Jamaica and the government is not the same, they're not on the same track. And the people in Africa and the government are not on the same track either. So if you come into Africa expecting that the government will look after you and blah blah, no, that goes so. Still, you have some in the government still, you know, who are still conscious and want to deal with you right. But as I say, the government is Babylon. But the people are different. So Prince Harold, I think his problem, it's just like I think, you know, because I don't know. But his problem is that he goes to Africa as a Rasta man and they are expecting certain things. So,
I'm thinking reach as Zion, Giza. I'm thinking reach as Zion.
Right. So and if you want to tell you, the same first trip, I go to a club the night, and a man come, boy, I wish I could have this thing, you know, for play. A man come up to me in the club, and the man said to me, say, Africans don't like when black people come from the West and go and lie because they come from the West, there's something special. Say, Africans don't like it, but they're not going to tell you. That's what the man tell me. So I don't know why am I telling me that, because probably if you look at me and say, boy, I'm going to depend on that vibe, so I'm going to tell me that. And we find out that is a reality. And you know, only when I find out that it's a reality, we end up going back to Zimbabwe unexpectedly. Because I did go to Zambia. Some people invite me to Zambia when I leave to go back to South Africa. Where I said, Zimbabwe just crossed the road. So that means I can fly free, more or less free. So I go back to Zimbabwe. So I have to tell you this story because so people can get a vibes. When we go back, so we go back to waterfalls because you know all the things said at waterfalls. I'm gonna go back to waterfalls. I'm gonna go back there.
1 minute. I could make them know where Waterfalls is. Waterfalls is the piece of land that I think was given by Mugabe to Bob Marley that come down to Rasta, where it's the Rasta second, the Rasta version of Sasha Marley. Run by JahBunny.
Yeah, well, I don't know the history of it there. So, but yes, it's JahBunny did control the so. So I go back, I go to waterfalls, and when I reach, I find say, all the man them leave. It's only JahBunny that's still there. So, but there's a woman who I work at the place. She tell me say, this brother going to come and tell me to where the man them gone to. So when we talk about the man them, you know, we talk about the same man them that we buck up in South Africa. Same man them. Same man them. Right? So let me leave JahBunny. So this man was supposed to come and take me back. Take me forward to where the man them there. But while me did wait, and next man come, and the next man come to where the man them there. So when this man take me, things said me, he said, boy, I don't really want to stay here, so I know a sister in Harare. I checked Fyah and I rested all the night. And the next day, so that's our next experience again. So I'm not sure it's like when Priest Harold said the people them don't want, no. Because this sister though, she have a sister, she have an ex-sister. She and her husband, them carry me to a village. And that's an experience in that village. But I don't want to talk too much. But when we come back, it just so happened that day, it was a Saturday. And it was Silas's birthday. And this is what they say. Them having a bingy again up by waterfalls. And she tell me, say, I must go to this bingy. And to be honest, I never feel like go. And she said she now go. She said that the one of the man them, she mentioned 2 men. She said Gabri and JahBunny different. But the rest of the man them, all them want to do is fuck off the woman them. And she don't have no respect for them. So she has respect for Gabri and JahBunny. But she now go to this bingy. But she encouraged me to go. So I'm going to go to the bingy. So I'm going to show you certain things about how the African is. We go to the bingy. And we never even feel comfortable there. But the night we rest at Waterfalls, rest by JahBunny place. The next day I left the place now. And I want to go back to town. Because that's where this woman will rest with there. I walk. I think, how come I feel this way? Because I never feel good. I walk and a voice called me. And it's a brother now who was supposed to take me to go and see the man them. So, not the one who carried me, not the one who was supposed to. And when we woke up now, we talk. And when we talk, after a while, the man can see that my head is not in the same place as the rest of the man there. You know, Bunny?
Yeah.
The man started telling me how you see them. And this man is with them. And they don't know how the man see them. So what the man tell me first at that club, that the African don't like when man come from the West and think because they come from the West there's something special. This brother show me the same thing. He must show me how him see the man them and him don't tell them unto them. So what I say is that I can tell other things another point that time because even when we don't know even when we don't know there's a brother. We don't know, we're not from there around now. But there's two Rastaman who about and I arranged to meet one of them. When I arranged to meet the man, and I said we meet at such and such a place, the man don't know what I talk about. And I can't do it work out. The man them did it from about 10 years or more. So them is Rastaman. And the man don't know, it's like somebody live in London and don't know where Piccadilly Circus or something. It's a place where anybody's supposed to know. Them don't know. Because them don't live with the people. Them don't live with the people. And so, when we meet the brother, again, the brother says, man, I'm not upon the same vibes. I'm going to see him again. So, all I'm trying to say is that a lot of men who tell them is Rasta come to Africa and come to Africa with a certain mindset. And if you come with that mindset, you're going to have a problem. Simple.
Giza.
Yes.
Make I interject something there.
Yeah, go on.
When I don't know if how I know of Priest Oral in Africa is I make a broadcast with Aya Congo. And in reasoning, I always like to say, we start certain things. So I mentioned that the bubble trading, when that start, Bongo Eddie used 3 of my youth brethren to establish that. I'm call them name.
By the way, not to interrupt you still, but the brother them I'm not talking about them was Bubble Dread.
Yeah, you know, that's why I make it bringing in now, because there's a big bubble camp there. So now, I keep mentioning Priest Harold. And by mentioning Priest Harold, somebody, a daughter again in America, hear me mention Priest Harold and come in and be DM and give me Priest Harold contact detail. Keep in mind, say, I man know Priest Harold from I a 10-year-old.
Okay.
And when I say I know Priest Harold, in the syndicate of us as youth growing up, Priest Harold today remain the same. You hear me say the quiet?
Yeah, I hear you.
Priest Harold is not a man where, how can I say it? Him is not a burly person, for lacking a better word. So Priest Harold is a humble kind of withdrawn kind of man.
Okay.
So knowing all a man like me, you know, and Starkey and Sack and Black and Cyril, my thought brethren we grew up with, right? We are more in the street out there kind of people. Priest Harold is a man more tag along. So him now go do what we will do.
Yeah.
But him I wanna
I can picture that. Just hearing him talk. When him talk, I can picture that the sort of person he is.
Yeah, so what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? We grow feeling responsible for him. I'm a part of we, you know.
All right.
So, me show you, when a man attack me, because I deal with him, me have a responsibility to him. All of us have a responsibility to him from where I go because how him is.
Okay.
So, therefore, Priest Harold now go pick up no gun. He now go grab no way. He now go do them thing there. We will do these things. And we will come and make sure the Priest Harold have a thing. You ever say?
That's how Rasta function.
Yes. So what now? Over the years, I man say, if you go up on YouTube, you will see a video. When I left Jamaica, Priest Harold left that prison. I don't know when that prison for him speak about it. In that prison, innocent, like me say, I can vouch for him. Him is not a man who are going to break the law a certain way. Right? And him testify that the judge just let him go. Right? Simple. And, yeah. This guy never have nothing in the judge sorry for him. The way him talk. The judge sorry for him. So you have Priest Harold say you have good judge out there, sympathetic judge, kind of talk to the judge. You say him talk, I say him talk. So when him talk, you will hear the truth out of what him say.
Okay.
Him not to tell lie. So what when Priest Harold come from prison, Priest Harold say, boy, the best place for him go, Abobo Hill. So he done with it. He now go back to prison, done with it. Right. So when Priest Harold gone above Hill, the whole way was like concerned, but we know say him alright up there. And because I'm going with way, I see him do I see him on a documentary. And on the documentary I hear him say something. And just listen how simple him say it and profound. Him say, me go with all the bad man them. But badness never tickle me.
All
him embrace everything what we doing now. Him just not do it.
Yeah.
So, Priest Harold is a man now. Me know him a one eye and eye. So now, me carry it a little further. If all of the man them never did, because I talk the full team now. You have man, for example, General Starkey. Him was somebody where him have it like that. Because people deal with him like that. Starkey wouldn't feel no way if he was alive today and Priest Harold want help. Starkey would help Priest Harold. Me know that because me could have called General and say, General, you know say Harold Africa need something. Me could have called any other man them what we go with. And him wouldn't need a nothing. Because him would have live out a next reality from us. That is when I come from the song.
Yeah, man, I feel it, man, because we hear the man talk it up and we kind of feel him spirit. So, and I can also see that the man them, like I say, the man them who you all grow with, we can see how you feel about it because, you see, I don't grow the way there, yeah. But there's a time when we did live at Villa Cross in Birmingham. And there's the same kind of vibes. And you saw you. So, all right. We have a brother amongst we, yeah. But sometimes my brain can't remember words, you know. But Maze, we call him Maze, yeah. And Maze will just sit down there with you the whole fucking day and don't say a word. All them do is smoke a ganja. All them do is smoke ganja.
Let me interject something again real quick. Do you realize that Priest Harold and JahBunny have the same kind of personality?
JahBunny.
The only difference between JahBunny and Priest Harold, JahBunny is a wanderer.
Okay.
And we just wander and drift. The problem when we try to talk to Priest Harold and show Priest Harold is not a drifter or a wanderer. So which part Priest Harold there? I mean at the Volca region. So me I try to show Priest Harold, say Priest Harold, you're in the wrong region. You need to find us. There's people out there to help you, but you now move to get in contact with these people so your energy does stay one place. But there's people that wait for help you. Not only that, Priest Harold is very goggles in his thinking. So him now go out there to interact with people, whether man or woman, to get a different interaction. So, because I know that now, Giza, you know, if I have to send my last go give him, I go give to him, but how I get to find out? Because I'm in a like a commune village, like. If him get a thing, it's like the whole village. It's like the whole village know say him have a thing. Right? So me have to be careful now how me give him a thing.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, because me don't want becomes where me becomes like, you get me?
Yeah, me know you.
So me guarded that way they talk, and him 2 year old I mean or some a bigger boy for me. So me have to be careful. Oh me I try to tell him what to do. Cause I'm a big man, I'm on rights.
Okay.
You know, so that's how that go. But me glad say, me just send it to you. And you get a vibes, cause that's why me don't want, me never send it to you. Me just want you get a vibe, say. While Africa is nice to us, because me no defer from it, you know, cause you know the South Africa was nice to I, you know that. Before we wrap it up, I'd like you touch on the night of the inauguration. If you feel that you want to touch this up. When we up in the Ponte City and me decide say, we are at the wrong place. We're supposed to be down there in the Carlton. So I don't know. Cause you see why me say touch upon that is how we they are talk and we don't want to talk like Africa is a complex place. Yes, it is a complex place. Because I remember going from Yeovil down to downtown Johannesburg at the Carlton. I remember because it was Irrigation night or handover night. I remember security was like, I was to go through around 10 checkpoints. And the checkpoints them, huh?
Let me just, because there are two things that when I go through that I'll always remember. Yeah? Because those things are mystic. There are things happening like the thing was a blows and scourge. I mean, that really happened. Because we go down to the Carlton, and if people can imagine, South Africa just get the election and everything, and the whole euphoria of the place. And so outside of the hotel, crowd outside of the hotel, big crowd. And we forward. And so we don't really know how we're going to go through it still, you know. But it was me and you and Gabri. Anybody else will come?
Yeah, man. Giza.
Giza they come too.
Yeah.
All right. So now we go to the hotel. And so again, when I'm gonna say that the people in Africa not ready for we, and so it go. Because we go down there and with all the crowd outside, we managed to get managed to get into the Carlton. I can't remember how we do it, but we get into the Carlton. We come and let we in. Right? So when we get in, the function now is going on upstairs. And you have to go up an escalator to go upstairs. And when we reach the escalator, so we managed to get through the front door now. And when we reach the escalator, a man, a security man now, just stop we know. Just, this is Mr. Godbody here, so we can never forget this. The security now stop we. Before we could open our mouth to say anything now, because we don't know what we're going to say now. A man just come down the escalator and say, come my brothers, we're waiting for you. The man just come down the escalator just at that very precise moment and just said, come my brothers, we are waiting for you. That happened. Remember that happened. Yeah. The next thing I remember between me and you know is the time when we drive from London, go to Birmingham or somewhere. I remember because Birmingham we are going to Leicester or whatever. We are on the motorway. And the car, the tire puncture, boom. And we have to be near a turn off. So when it blows, you know, we're near to a turn off. So I just turn off on that turn off. I think I can see a petrol station or somewhere where I can change the tire. When we turn off, when we turn off now is It's like a deserted place. We are drive, it's a dual carriageway, you know, we are drive down this dual carriageway. But we can't see nowhere where we are going. We can't see where we are going nowhere. I mean, I said, blouse and skirt, one is now, because it's all dark. You remember, Bunny?
No, my recollection of it is that...
What I want, just to ask if you remember.
Yeah, man.
Right, okay, all right. So we turn half down there, so...
Yeah, but where you don't remember about the turn off, we turn off on the wrong side.
No, Bunny, we turn up on the right side.
Okay.
No, turn up on the right side, but we drive down the road and I say, after a while, I said, no, man, this don't make sense. And me, I suppose some kind of madness get in my head now. I say, boy, let's go turn back because I can't keep driving. I don't know where I go. So I decided I'm going to try reverse now. So we're up on a dual carriageway. I'm going to reverse, try to get back to where I come from. And police pull up. And when the policeman them pull up, them ask what happened. And we tell them, say, you know, the puncture and all that. We sit on the car. And the policeman them come out and jack up the car, change the tire, do everything. Them just, this dark, you know, England, you know, policeman them come and change the tire for it. And the most important part of it, no. When the man them don't change the tire, because of them times, you know, a car after have tax, you have a tax this by a car. And the officer said, your car tax. And my tax, we don't pay that tax for about a year. And when the man done change the tire, so they walk off, and so the man just turn around, turn on the flashlight on the tax disc. And the man just said, the tax was a date, you know, brethren. Well, you know, it's a brethren, but I said, the tax was a date, you know. The sort it out, I don't know when I'm gone. If you tell that story to black man in England, they won't believe that something like that happened.
Well,
it happened.
Giza, one of the things them that amaze people about me is how me sit on my platform and talk the way I talk and go on the way I go on. Giza, that is why I go on the way I go on. Where you just explain look a while. Nobody know how to get Bunny. Nobody know after Bunny. Me not hide. Because, you ever say look a while? The policeman come, fix the car for we, jack up the car, change the car tire, him do it for we. And when him go and just say to you, say, sort out the tax. So around here, Giza, me tell a man, say me know, say it's Babylon me there, and me a stand in a Babylon. We outside. Yeah, we not hide, and there's nothing to hide. As long as I sit here and speak the truth about my culture, my upbringing, and have brethren like you, when I can every now and again come and you can make the correction of things that it never really did happen this way, it happened that way. Because the whole point when I speak is that the thing did happen.
Yeah.
That's my point. It did happen. So I can call somebody when no say it did happen. And here it is. You were there. I mean, you wait for me and watch me jump the queue, go vote, you know. Election morning, when we go to the polling station, the mile, it's like a 1 mile. The line for go vote. It's like 1 mile. You wonder how. I mean, we in a hurry. Come, we go vote, and then we come back, and we go in at the Ponte City, and we call Jamaica, you remember that? And do a live coverage from the front line. So sometimes people, you know, they come here and they try to call me all kind of name, but me not really try to reply because I didn't know I would become a public figure, and
so reminiscing now, yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing I remember is that I used to be a journalist, you know, with BBC Leicester, and we don't know when it's election time and all that. But I know, say, I want to do a piece that looks at the past, present, and future relationship between South Africa and the African diaspora in the West. And I want to do this piece. And I remember you pick up the phone and call a man. And yeah. And the man is like the head of, was it JBC or RJR, which so you call somebody. You remember?
Yeah.
Right. Who you did call? Because I was just amazed. Who you did call? You can remember who you called?
Yeah, man. I call Dirks, my virgin, Mr. Brown, Dirks Brown. He's now deceased.
Okay. So who was he? What position him have within the media?
All right. Let me just, I like this question we asked now. It's good because you also touch upon the fact that you were able to sit in with Dudley Thompson and you sit and watch me and Dudley Thompson talk, and our talk is more like a body talk.
True.
Right. Now, Dirks Brown at the time was one of the controller. I don't know if you understand, because I speak about these things where Jamaica's run back then, where we have controllers, for lack of a better word. In the field, we have controllers. So, for example, all right. Rasta, the liberation struggle, politics of Jamaica, everything tied in.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to you right now, and I'm still in the field. I'm still in the arena. So, if I want to activate the government right now, whether the GLP government or the PMP government, if I want to activate them right now, there is sleepers where one phone call from me and everything when you say happen in the world, America, Russia, England, everything, they are counter agent in the field. So if I want something to be done right now, I can pick up my phone, make one phone call, and everything activate. So at the time, Mr. Brown was the activating. So my call to Dirks Brown was, if you remember, I've just finished vote, and I have a journalist beside me right now, and we need to go live. That was what I said to Dirks Brown. And Dirks Brown said, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Go to.
Yeah, and I remember a good man. Let me tell you go down, right? I didn't want to do a program that would look at the past, present, and future relationship with and the African diaspora. And so that program, do you remember we go to SABC? It's going to be broadcast in South Africa. And the person who you talked to said that they would carry it live on which station was it? I can't remember. Was it JVC, whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would carry it live on JVC, and then they would syndicate it to the rest of the Caribbean island. So this program never started yet. So that we're planning to do. And it show you a black man stays still around because so then we go down to SABC and we talk to the station manager. And what we have at that time, you have some black man in position, but them can't deal with the position in the business. Because we just go down and tell the man down at SABC that I'm a journalist and I want to do this. And the man just say, okay. And is after a while, it's like the man think back and say, but we don't know this man. So I just ask, how can I prove that I'm a journalist? I'm going to say, I'm going to give my number, man, because a man in England now who is now running the program that I used to deal with. I'm going to say, this brother, I'm going to call him name because I want, but I'm saying, this man I can verify it for me. And the station manager called the man. And when we think about the station manager, I said, what happened? Him say, no, him don't get hold of the man. So me call the man and I say, so what, brother? The man call you. And him tell me, say the station manager had to do it. That's why the program never go on. So the program didn't have but I still would love to talk about some all Chelsea. Why we have a panel, we have a mighty panel, right? I think Manley was down there.
Yeah, Manley, Dudley Thompson, yeah. Iris King, they were the three deadlock panel.
Yes, and we have so Waldy from England, Chelsea, who live in South Africa, but is from Jamaica. We have a panel set up for this thing, and never go on because of this man in the UK. So, but anyway, so the point of my next state is that I witness the influence that I have with certain people. I witness it myself. So when Mr. said, the man, just pick up the phone and call JVC and go straight to somebody who have the authority to say this can happen.
And interrupt 7 o'clock broadcast in Jamaica.